Super, welcome back everyone. Robert at Custodian File 42425. First picture from Adole, Texas. Thank you so much. Using telepathy to pull in dragons. That's what this experiment is about. And yeah, as telepathy, even though many of you think it's impossible. So, you know, when you say something's impossible, I understand where you're coming from. You're basically saying, I would have no proof. I've never seen it. I don't believe in UFOs because I've never seen it. That's what you're really saying. You don't, in other words, you're saying, if I actually saw a UFO, then I would believe. And that's totally fair. I get that. Believe me, telepathy is extremely real. My best friend Glenn Falkenstein was easily the #1 most telepathic person on the planet, and then goes far past that too. I mean, he had time travelers coming to visit him to say hello. So here we go. Telepathy, very real. I don't expect you to try. It can be taught. He taught his wife how to do it. You know, it's darn it. And I did say one day, hey, Glenn, teach me how to do this. He said, okay. And then I never went back. It's just like, anyway, here, pull your phone out, record helicopters, airplanes. You'll see these UAPs flying around right in front of you. Please leave your comments, leave a message, subscribe. I'm trying to get to that 12,000 level as soon as possible. Okay, let's go to the next video. All right, from Belgium, Manu sent this in. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. There you go. You know, gray skies, landscape. You don't have to zoom in too much. Look at this white ship coming in. I really think, and then there's a dragon there moving pretty quickly. So I think these white orbs, whether orbs or ships, they seem not to be flying that fast. Considerably slower than dragons. Kind of consistent. The only thing with this video, you know, you can't control the weather, but if it was blue skies, it would look just like that Blue Angel video I found last week. Actually going in the same direction, in the same corner of the screen too. I'll pull it up real quick, show you that. Look at that. So the white orb comes in, and then there's a dragon that tags right, it's so fast in real time, right over the airplane. A lot going on. Like I said, any of you can do this. Take your phone out, record helicopters, airplanes. Blue skies is good, but if you have gray skies, okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll analyze the video here. A lot going on. We had the Edison chopper yesterday. He got tagged 5 times. So I'm going to show you that video, and then I'll post it again next week because it is so exceptional. I want you to see this. Okay, let's go to that now. DWP Edison chopper, DWP. There it is, Dragon 1. Nice. Right to left. Twice. Twins. Twins. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep the camera steady. Keep the camera steady. Here we go. Whoa. Sky guts. Whoa, right there off the ground. Look at this. Awesome. Thank you. All right, so look at this. So yesterday at 4:44 p.m., 4:44, Edison chopper comes in, gets tagged once. It looks like look at the bottom. Look at the second one. Came off someone's roof. I didn't even see that really till now, even in slow motion. Okay, 4 seconds later, look at this. Dragon comes in from behind him, and then at the same time, he's playing chicken with two dragons come in, okay, and one from the left. They're going to crisscross each. Look at this. 3 dragons with like the 3 orbs around Flight 370. Happened so fast in the blink of an eye. I had to slow the video down to 3%. I was hoping to show you the interpolation. I didn't get it back yet. Look at this. This is unheard of. 1 tag, maybe 2, 5 tags with 3 dragons in 1 frame. How do I even comment on this? Look at that, same spot, you know that spot right there. Same angle, comes off on the bottom right corner, 45-degree launch, over and over. That's where the Army chopper was that last week, flying circles right there on that spot. But look at this one, I mean, timeline, basically 4:44 yesterday. Something magical is going on here. Yeah, like I said, there's that dragon, 2 dragons there. This one I can't get enough of. So 2 of them come in, they're coming in from the right. I mean, they go right past this camera or whatever. This poor guy, this poor pilot. I mean, I would tell this pilot, he would never believe it. You know, if you could get on the cell phone, you know what they say? I mean, I would tell you, the guy would never believe you. He'd like, stop calling me. You know, sir, I have the video. You want to see the video? No, it doesn't exist. It's not possible. You tell me. Look at this. And the government's not even saying they're not even addressing the question. They've been here 8 years. They spent $100 million just in Marina del Rey. Nobody's talking about this. Zero. I mean, you talk about it, you're going to lose your job so fast. And that's why none of the pilots are talking. Yeah, it kind of, except, you know, LAPD, the sheriff, and the fire department. You know, they did strongly suggest these things are annoying, and they left it at that. They are annoying. Everyone else not saying anything. The Edison, the Ospreys, the Apaches, the Black Hawks, you name it. Nobody else, nothing, zero. You know, it's you know, somebody can anonymously drop lines. It's just anonymous. You know, it's not that hard. It could be done. You should share the information. Look at this. Look at this phenomenal. It's going to be a long time before 3 dragons in one video. It's hard to come by. They're just hard. Twin dragons, a little easier, was hard, but triple dragons, phenomenal. Okay, let's watch it. The contrast here. Yeah. Sometimes you need the contrast. It's the only way to see it. Okay, 6:44. Oh, so here's video timeline, 40 seconds. And look at the bottom again. That's what I like about the contrast. It really pulls out. And I didn't know it was there, so that's why you didn't see it end. Okay, here we go. 4 seconds later, dragon comes in coming in from the north, just cruising. My camera's at 200 feet. Look at this. 3%. Man, I wish that would have been the Black Hawk from a week ago. He would have went after these puppies. I know he would have went after. His radar or sonar would have been screaming. He would have went after these guys. The Edison chopper, they just have very sophisticated thermal cameras. That's why they're here. But I'm sure they don't have any type of advanced radar, not a chance. So what do you think? What do you think, everyone? This is really one of the better ones. This is, if I had to enter a dragon contest video, I would submit this one, the triple one. Maybe someday we could do that, because some of you are just getting really good video, really nice stuff here. So it would be fun. It would be fun here. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments. Subscribe. I definitely need your help, so please subscribe. Let me hear from you, custodianfile@gmail. Okay, let's go to the next. All right, we're going to end on a very rare video here. Just April 19th, just a few days ago. Okay, this one was really hard to edit. In my opinion, the dragon comes out of the water. All of you want to see that. Show me coming out of the water. Okay, so that's the ocean right there. You got thousands of black dots. Basically, keep your eye in the center of the picture. You're going to see a dragon slowly just come out of the middle of those black dots. You're not coming off the ground, not close. There it is. There it is. You're like, whoa. Show me that again, Robert. Okay, I'm going to keep replaying this. We're going at 3% here. I'm going to keep replaying it. And then I'm going to add the color back in. Watch this one on your big screen. Yeah, this one you really want to go frame by frame. You're watching on YouTube, frame by frame. Hit K for pause. Below the K on your computer, arrow forward. frame by frame forward, frame by frame backwards, for the arrow backwards. That's how I find all my dragon video. It's a great tool. Nobody really talks about it. Okay, here we go. I don't see it yet. Like I said, it was hard to edit because everything happens, in less than a blink of an eye. But here we go. This is pretty much, if it was coming off the jetty rocks or closer to the camera, you would see that. But the origin begins in the ocean. So I don't see it yet. It's got to just be a few more clicks away. So hang in there. Like I say, just watch this on your big screen. Here it comes. Right there. It didn't come off the jetty rocks. Didn't come off the trees, the palm tree. Right out of the ocean. Oh, by the way, that's the fire department. Yeah, fire departments. They're here all the time, looking, over and over. And this was the video. A few seconds later, he gets tagged right there on top. And he got tagged 5 times. I edited 3 tracks. Let's see, what's this one here? 710, like a few seconds later. Where does the dragon come from? Oh, look at this. Falls out of the sky. It's going to fly right up to the pilot's windshield and bounce off. Look at this. 3%. Watch this on your big screen. Look at this. He totally targets. Sees the helicopter. His computer is locked on right there. He's going to fly right. Look, between the rotor blades. Watch this on the large screen. Right between the rotor blades. Bounces off. It says, okay. Is this guy? I think this dragon is doing this on purpose, because we've always show us, Robert. Show us. I'm trying to show you. You see, if I would have zoomed in too much, you can zoom in more, but I'm going to zoom out the dragon. I'm going to lose a bunch of frames. Yeah, if I had 3 cameras here, one of us can zoom in on the windshield, one of us can zoom back, and I can zoom halfway. And then a few more cameras can pan left to right, and the other one pan right to left, and we can track these puppies, if you know what I'm trying to say there. Here we go. So again, just watch this on the big screen. Very rare. I would have showed you this before. Very hard to come by. They were putting on a show for the fire department. Of course, like I said, the fire department doesn't have the radar technology, so he doesn't have a clue. These things are right in front of him. Maybe the previous video, when he flew up to the windshield. Here he goes. It's coming right out of the water. Right there. Put it on your big screen, enlarge it. Use that Xbox 360. Tell me what you think. Let me hear it back. Maybe I'm all wrong here. Maybe I totally got this wrong. But the chopper was coming in. He had his GPS on. Usually the fire department flies with their radio transponder turned on. It's the Army and the police and the news choppers, they fly with it off. I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. It's like driving at nights with your headlights off. I don't know what that science is. That's upside down science. But they're pilots, so they can fly any way they want. Here we go again. Fire department, LA Fire Department, right here. What are they doing? What are they doing over the ocean? I don't know. That's a great question. Why is the fire department flying? You see a boat on fire? No. Even if there was, the lifeguard would just show up, Coast Guard with water hoses. It's whatever. Those are questions for much later people. Anyway, there's the dragon again, coming right out of the water. So yeah, transmedia, yeah, they do. And that's why last week that chopper, the Black Hawk chopper, was circling the water right there, as he saw it parked in the water. And well, that video, it looks like it took 8 years, but it looks like they've upgraded the detection radar on these Black Hawks, at least the ones in Marina Del Rey, because he picked up on that dragon really quickly, just really quickly. Okay, here's this puppy again, falling out of the sky. Panasonic X1000 4K 60 frames a second, slowed it down to 3%. Everything's on autofocus. I think the shutter speed on this right here is 160, and you can punch in the manual for more specs, but there it is. I mean, there's the proof. People say, you want proof? I know if it's new, you're like, no, Robert, This is a bird. Yeah, birds don't fly up. Birds do not outrun rotor blades. They don't fly up to rotor blades. If they do, they don't fly away. You tell me. Okay, I think that will do it for today here. Robert at Custodian File. Thank you for watching. Take care.